4A. Writing an email based on prompts. Before we continue, please watch the two previous lessons, 4A, listening and speaking, and then continue this one. A. Discuss. Do you face any of the following problems? Do you see them in the area where you live? Do you encounter them? Air pollution, when the air is not clean because there's a lot of carbon monoxide in the air. Water pollution, the water is not clean, not safe. Litter, when people throw garbage. Traffic congestion, when there's a lot of cars, heavy traffic in a certain area. Lack of parks and open spaces. There aren't many parks and open spaces where people can take a stroll. Destruction of forests. The verb is destroy, the noun is destruction, when you totally and completely damage something. When you cut down trees, you destroy forests. Okay, which of these problems do you face in the place where you live? Well, there's a lot of traffic congestion in the area where I live. You can get stuck in traffic for a very long time. It takes too much time to move from one place to another in the area where I live. Also, having so many cars in a small area will result in air pollution because cars produce carbon monoxide. In addition, some irresponsible people who don't care about the environment, drop litter on the streets. What do you think you and other residents are able to do? Residents are people who live in the same area that you live in. What are you able to do about these problems? Well, we could do many things. We could increase awareness. We should let people know that these are real problems and they can destroy the environment. We can do that by putting up signs, using mosques. People go for the prayers in the mosques, and that is a good opportunity for us to talk to people when they are gathered for the prayers, informing the community, telling people about the dangers of using fossil fuel, petrol, and littering, throwing garbage. B. You have received an email from an English-speaking friend of yours informing you, telling you about an environmental problem and asking for your help. Read your friend's email and the notes you have made. What does your friend ask you to do? Read the email. I'm writing to tell you about a problem we have in our town, in our city. A big hotel complex is planning to build a huge golf course. You know what a hotel is? Complex consists of many buildings, multiple buildings, not just one. Golf course is an area where you can practice and play golf along our unspoiled coastline. Here is a long coastline. This has caused a lot of discussions and arguments in our town. When you discuss, you talk and exchange ideas. When you argue, you do that unhappily. People are unhappy. It's like a fight using words. In our town, because not everyone is in favor of it, not everyone supports the idea, likes the idea of having a golf course. You see, let me explain. Building this golf course will damage, will destroy the sand dunes. These are not mountains, they don't consist of rocks, they are sand dunes on the coastline, and this could have a bad effect on the wildlife. This can change how animals live in the area. As I feel very strongly about protecting the environment, I got together a large group of local residents I brought together people who live in this area where the hotel complex is going to be built, who feel the same way as I do. They don't support the idea. They don't like it. We have written a petition. A petition is a written request asking people who have authority to stop something or to change something. Asking the town council group of people who are responsible for a town, like they are responsible for the parks, the roads, the services, to help us. And I was wondering, I was asking myself, I was thinking maybe you would be interested in signing it. You put your name, you put your signature on it. You can sign at, go to this website to sign. We plan to do more things to make people aware, to make people know of the threat this project poses to the environment. This project presents danger to the environment. If you have any ideas about what we could do, drop us a line. Drop us a line means write to us, write an email, send something back. Take care, Bob. What does your friend ask you to do? He asks me 3 things, and I put notes right here. First, he wants me to give him an opinion about the plan. He wants to know what I think. Do I like the idea of building a hotel complex? He also wants me to say whether I'm going to sign a petition, and he wants some ideas, my suggestions about what they could do to increase people's awareness. C. Focus, pay attention on each of the points in your friend's email that you have to respond to, that you have to reply to, and try to come up, try to produce ideas. Here are the 3 points. First, I will give my opinion about the plan. Do I like it? Do I not like it? What are the advantages of building the golf course? Are there advantages? Of course. First of all, it's fun to play golf. Also, many people will come to the area to play, and that will increase the income, the money the area will get. What are the disadvantages? That will destroy the coastline, and that will have an effect on the wildlife. Do you think the disadvantages are greater, more than the advantages? Yes, protecting the environment is more important than having fun and increasing the income, the money. Should the environment be protected at all costs? Should we do everything we can to protect the environment? Of course we should. The next point, we will say whether we will sign. Do you think people should take action to protect the environment? Yes, I think they should. Will signing the petition, do you think if people sign this petition, that will help stop the hotel complex from building the golf course? Yes, if a lot of people do that, the town council will know that a lot of people don't like the idea, and maybe they will be able to stop this from happening. Lastly, we will write suggestions. We will give ideas. How effective would the following be? Will these ideas make a difference? First, organizing a festival. A festival is an event that lasts for a few days to attract publicity, to attract the media, newspapers, magazines, to the issue, to the problem. Writing letters to the editor of the local newspaper. Editor is the one in charge of the articles written in a newspaper. We go and we talk to him, or we send him a letter telling him that he should write an article or publish an article about this problem, or passing out leaflets. You distribute leaflets. Leaflets, these are leaflets to inform more people, to tell more people about the problem? Can you think of some other action the residents can take? Maybe the residents can go directly to the people who want to build this hotel complex and talk some sense into them. Maybe they will listen. If a lot of them go together and talk nicely and try to explain how this is bad for the environment, maybe those people who want to build the hotel will change their minds. D. Complete the outline for your email by answering the questions below. In a moment, we will write an email to reply to Bob. Complete the outline. We need to start your email with a greeting. What greeting will you use? We will use something simple like Dear Bob, and then the opening paragraph. What set phrase will you use to begin your email? Something simple. It was nice to hear from you, Bob. Why are you writing to your friend? The reason is that I'm gonna tell him if I'm going to sign the petition. Also, to give ideas of actions against the building of the golf course. The main part. What points do you have to respond to? 2 points. 1. Will I sign the petition or not? And then alternative ways. Things we could do to stop the building of the golf course. How will you organize these points into paragraphs? Well, in the first paragraph, I will say if I'm going to sign the petition or not. In the second, I will mention alternative ways, different ways of stopping the building of the golf course. In the closing paragraph, is there anything you want to emphasize? Emphasize to show that it is important? Yes, I will say that we must protect the environment at all costs. What set phrase will you use to end your letter? Well, I hope that I have been helpful. Write back soon. And then I will sign off by writing all the best. You can also write yours sincerely. Now is the time to write this email. Write an email to your friend based on the prompts given in exercise B. Use these points. Your email should be between 100 to 150 words. Use some of the ideas from the brainstorming activity in exercise C, the advantages, the disadvantages of building the golf course. Go to the workbook, page 54, and before that, for the layout of emails and set phrases, you can use See Appendix 1. Now turn to page 86 to take a look at the layout of an informal email. You put your greeting up here, the signature down here on the left, and then you write your paragraphs in the middle. Now turn to page 54 in the workbook. Brainstorm ideas for your letter. You come up with ideas. Greeting. What greeting we will use? You can just copy everything we wrote in activity D. Go to activity D and just copy everything. Dear Bob, it was nice to hear from you. And this is why I'm writing to my friend. Just copy everything. The main part. Do I like the plan or do I hate it? I hate it. Why? Because it can be destructive to the environment. Will I sign the petition? Of course I will. Why will I sign? I must do everything I can to protect the environment. What suggestion will I give to Bob? I suggest passing out leaflets because it's more convenient than the other methods. The problem concerns only the people who live near the coastline. In the closing paragraph, state anything you want to emphasize. We have to protect the environment at all costs. Use an appropriate phrase to end your email. Well, I hope that I've been helpful. Write back soon, and then all the best. Now, are you ready to write this email? Here it is. Dear Bob, it was nice to hear from you. It really angers me, it makes me angry to know that there are people out there who only care about making money without thinking about the environment. I don't like the plan of building a golf course, this is my opinion, because it can be very destructive to the unspoiled coastline. I totally support your claim, and I'm definitely going to sign the petition. I shall do everything I can to help protect the environment. I suggest, here is my suggestion, passing out leaflets to the local residents to increase environmental awareness. Leaflets can be cheap, they don't cost a lot of money to print and easy to distribute. Well, I hope that I've been helpful. We have to protect the environment at all costs. Write back soon. Take care, معتصم. We wrote 124 words. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please share it with friends. I'll see you again next time, inshallah. Goodbye.